So 2025 has been a ride, and seriously, it's been a weird one. I finally decided to make a big jump and upgrade some of my gear. Like, I don't go from step 1, 2, or 3 anymore. I skip straight to step 12. At the same time, I upgraded all my lighting. I picked up a handful of new Godox continuous lights, and honestly, they've completely changed my workflow. The difference these lights can make on camera is insane. I've been testing them, shooting with them, setting them up for product reviews and YouTube shorts, and all I can say is these things are different and they have some power. Hey, welcome back. It's your host, it's V. Let's go. Right now, I've got 3 brand new lights I just picked up, and all I can say is, wow, these are really something different. You can grab these off Amazon right now, listed down below. There are actually 2 versions of this light. You've got the RGB version, which gives you full color control, which is also about $80 more compared to the other one. And then you've also got the bi-color version, which is warm and cool Kelvin. Both of them are about 330 watts of power. The bi version runs for about $350, listed down below. I definitely recommend going for the full RGB version. It's only about $60 more compared to this one, but that version gives you so much more flexibility with creative light setups. Inside the box, you get a solid travel carrying case. It's perfect for taking these on location. It's not a hard shell case, it's soft plastic. It's big, it's sturdy, and it actually offers a decent amount of protection. Inside that, you will find the instruction manual. You also get the DC wall plug and the 3-pin connector cable, and of course, the light itself. Now, mine came in white, that's the most common one, but there is a black version out there. With white, it's easier with heat separation because, you know, physics. The black version is harder to find and a bit more expensive. Also inside, you get a reflector dome that uses the Bowens mount. That means it's compatible with most any softbox or light modifier you've got. Overall, the light is pretty small and compact. The build quality is nice and sturdy. These lights, all of them use Bowens mount, so you've got access to a ton of softboxes and accessories that work right out of the box. You've got a handle on the backside to carry it around. It sort of reminds me of the Nintendo GameCube. You've also got honeycomb cutouts underneath for the heatsink and fan. It helps with heat separation so the lights don't overheat. On the backside, it's very clean and minimal. You've got your standard on and off switch, the input ports, the menu knob, and the screen. There is a NFC switch to easily pair with any phone. Overall, it's simple, it's clean, and not too overcomplicated. On the side, you've got a mount for an umbrella if you ever want to use one during a shoot, and towards the bottom, you've got the standard threading mounts for tripods or stands. To get it up and running, you just plug it in. It does take about 5 seconds for the light to power on. One small complaint I have is the power cord is not as long as I would like. I'm used to the older LA150, and that cable was almost twice as long. That one is a small drawback, but the display here is miles better than the older ones. With the older LA series, the screens were never great, but now you've got a full color display. You've also got a knob that controls brightness and navigates the menus. This one is pushing about 330 watts, and it's got some serious power behind it. They also just released a 600 watt version too, which I would really like to check out. But for now, this is the bi-color version. That means it goes from warm to cool Kelvin. Depending on your lighting setup, you can go from a bluish daylight tone to a warm orange hue. The fans do kick up a bit, so if you are recording close to it, you might hear some noise. For interviews or documentary work, you'll probably want to clean that up in post, but honestly, it's a small trade-off for performance and price. This light also has about a dozen built-in effects, stuff like lighting, strobes, or cloud effects. The light also includes Bluetooth connectivity. The menu system is basic, it's super easy to navigate. You can also connect it to your smartphone through the Godox app. It's more useful for the RGB model. In the settings, always keep the fan on high instead of auto. Auto can mess with consistency during long shoots. Compared to my older LA150 lights, you can clearly see the design evolution here. The build, the color screen, everything just feels more premium. And even with my small YouTube setup, this was a huge upgrade. I've been wanting to upgrade my old lights for a while, and now I finally stepped it up. These lights bring a ton of power and flexibility to my channel. Plus, they just look so good. They look great, they perform even better, and make my content stand out so much more. So yeah, these lights are really solid and definitely worth checking out. If you are like me and don't have much time to sit down and really read books, Audible has you covered and has been keeping me going for years. Just in 2024 alone, I've clocked in over 1,200 hours. When I travel for work and school, or I just want some background noise, Audible has a wide array of books to choose from mystery to X-Force to sci-fi, zombies, thrillers, romance, comedies. Audible has a little bit of everything. Right now, use my link down below to get a free 30-day trial. You can cancel at any time, plus you get to keep the books you purchase. This is one streaming platform I will never drop. I got big into them back in 2017, and my obsession just grew from there. Seriously, Audible is one service to really check out. I picked up 2 of these lights because I got a good deal for them. I am more of a fan of the RGB version since you can do a lot more with it compared to the bi-colored ones. You can grab this one off Amazon for around $400, listed down below. It looks very similar to the bi version. This one also comes with a hard shell travel case too. It's nice because if you ever take it from place to place, you've got some solid protection. Inside the box, you've got the standard wall plug. I will admit the cable is a bit short. You also get the instructions showing how everything connects. There's also a power brick included as well. You also get a hanging adapter if you want to attach the power brick to a stand. You also get the white dome reflector hood. Like I've mentioned before, it's not the highest end quality, but it does work. It does use Bowie's mount to attach to it. You really want a softbox if you're serious about lighting, but it is usable as is. I prefer lantern softboxes because it gives more of a natural lighting setup. The bicolor and the RGB version almost look identical, aside from the color feature. Visually, they look the same, so you need to check the label to tell them apart. The back of the light is very clean and minimalistic. You've got all your buttons, knobs, and menus laid out neatly. On the side, there is a cutout for a photographer's umbrella if you want to use one. There's also a handle to carry the light around, and underneath there's a stand attachment for tripods or light stands. On top, you will find honeycomb cutouts for heat separation to prevent overheating. When you first start this up, it takes about 5 seconds to completely turn on, and then it's ready to go. The fan noise is kind of noticeable, but keep in mind, this is a budget high-end power light, so they had to cut corners somewhere. With the RGB version, I do recommend pairing it with a phone and using the app for easier control and effects. You can control color, lighting, and effects directly through the menu with the knob on the back of the light. You can get some really cool effects and colors. The possibilities are almost endless. Controlling everything directly on the light is doable, but it can take a few minutes because there are so many options. Compared to the bicolor version, which is limited to warm and cool, this RGB light opens up the full spectrum. Just having a handful of RGB capable lights opens up so many possibilities. The light itself is bright, around 330 watts for maximum output. That's a lot of power and brightness for a compact portable light. And with the full RGB spectrum, the creative possibilities are truly endless. When it comes to the original bicolor version, I prefer to use the settings on the light. The colors are limiting, so you can't do as much on the app. Compared to the RGB version, you can basically just change the Kelvin levels, warm to cool, with a couple effects, and that's about it. With the RGB version, using the app is a lot easier because you have the full color spectrum at your fingertips. You also get a bunch of built-in effects like party mode, place lights, construction, disco, and so much more. You can mix and match the effects, and even connect 3, 4, or 5 lights together. The app is kind of hit or miss. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. It's basic, but it gets the job done. Overall, I really like using the app with the colored lights compared to the standard neutral ones. The light settings themselves are basic, and without the app, you can easily spend 20 or 30 minutes trying to dial everything in. With the phone app, you can easily do this in under a minute. It connects over Bluetooth, and you can easily do so many cool things with it. Honestly, the possibilities are truly endless. When it comes to lighting equipment, I've always used Godox for all of my gear. Honestly, they've really been good in terms of quality and what you can really do with it. They've always had some new, interesting stuff coming out. I've used their continuous lights, strobes, flashes, pocket lights, big ones, you name it, I've tried it. Even back in my Fujifilm days, I've always relied on Godox, and their gear has always performed well. With my new 300 watt continuous lights, I'm officially retiring my older gear, my older lights I've used for years. My current day job doesn't really have the best lighting gear, gear, so upgrading them to my older Godox gear is a lot better. In my current studio setup, I have 3 330 watt continuous lights, and I'm always looking to add more to the mix. The extra power allows me to do so much more with my content. They're more mid-range in price, but top tier in performance. I might even consider the 600 watt version down the road, depending on where I'm at in life. Big shout out to Godox. It makes some really good gear. Their gear is awesome, and I highly recommend checking them out. So like always, it's your host, it's V, stay classy.